Oh hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Generation Films. My name is American Ben. Today we are going to cover all of the armored suits and exoskeletons in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The rule is movies only, though I know there's some cool stuff in the MCU comics. If you enjoyed the video, please remember at the end to like and subscribe to our channel, and to become part of the movement to unite humanity and destroy aliens. Anyway, on to armored suits. First is one you might have never heard of, the Aztec exoskeleton seen in promotional materials for Iron Man 2. This exoskeleton is a prosthetic device built by Stark Industries subsidiary Accutech for use in the medical and industrial fields. It was developed following Tony's decision to redirect Stark Industries away from the production of military technology. It consists of a full-body matrix of hypersensors and nanohydraulics, which enhance muscle strength and body movement. The sensory matrix is encased in a shell of lightweight, damage-resistant polymer plates, which protect the wearer from heavy impacts and extreme temperatures. Next, Crossbones' battlefield suit was the body armor worn by Brock Rumlow in Captain America: Civil War. The armor, a black tactical suit, was equipped with multiple hidden weapons and explosives and featured gauntlets with retractable blades. The gauntlets significantly improved Brock's strength and helped him match up against the likes of Captain America. The Ironmonger armor was the armor designed and used by Obadiah Stone to battle Iron Man in the original Iron Man film. Obadiah reverse engineered the armor from the Iron Man Mark I design, but it's much bigger in size than its inspiration. Nor is it worn like a suit, but instead is piloted from a cockpit inside the chest. It of course provided the wearer with superhuman strength and also features a heavy weapons-focused design. The armor is equipped with a belt-fed Gatling gun mounted to its right arm, a rotary grenade launcher mounted on its left arm, Stark S category missiles, a laser-guided warhead, a stun device, and flight jets. The armor also features an onboard computer that provides smart targeting. The armor does have two significant weaknesses though. It can't withstand the freezing temperatures of the upper atmosphere, and much of its wiring and main mechanics are on the suit's exterior and thus unprotected. The Feebles are the name for the attempts by several countries to create Iron Man armor. We see these in Iron Man 2 during the Senate Armed Forces Committee meeting when Tony Stark shows video footage of attempts by different world powers to replicate his armor. It didn't go so well.
Turn to the right.
Still, the country-specific suit designs are pretty cool. Iron Man's armor, of course, is a series of many different armors Tony Stark uses as his primary weapon and method of defense. We aren't going to discuss them here though. If you want to know more about each armor's specifics from Mark 1 to 50, we did a very popular video covering them on our channel a few weeks ago, link in the description. The Whiplash armor Mark 1 was a light exoskeleton built by Ivan Vanko to battle Iron Man in Iron Man 2. The Whiplash Mark 1 was a bare-bones harness with an arc reactor. The arc reactor was used to power the suit's electrified whips, which could cut through almost any metal, ignite flammable substances, and even repel energy blasts. One advantage to this exoskeleton is that it was simple enough to be concealed under clothing. Of course, its weaknesses were that the user's body, along with the arc reactor, were both highly exposed and vulnerable. The Whiplash Mark II armor was Vanko's second go at building a suit that could defeat Iron Man. Thanks to his work on Justin Hammer's drones, Vanko was able to produce an armor much closer to that of an Iron Man suit this time. This suit gave the user true Iron Man-like capabilities from speed to durability to strength. Its armor plating was able to withstand heavy fire from enemies. The suit still featured its signature whips, but this time they were upgraded to a larger bundle of cable fibers with a higher energy output. Of course, due to the strength of the suit, Vanko could swing the whips faster and harder than with the Mark I, increasing his damage output exponentially. The whips in this suit were also housed in the forearms of the armor and could be extended and retracted by way of a motorized pulley system. The suit's feet featured drop-down panels that could anchor the armor to the ground, providing leverage and stability in combat. And like the Hammer drones, the Whiplash Mark II armor also had a self-destruct feature in case shite hit the fan. The Spider-Man tech suit is the suit provided to Peter Parker by Tony Stark in Avengers: Civil War. It seems like it's just a regular Spider-Man suit, but there's a rule that says if it's made by Tony Stark, it's armor. The suit functions through Karen, its built-in artificial intelligence. Karen can search databases, offer suggestions, and activate the rest of the suit's technology. The tech suit also has upgraded web shooters that can self-assemble on Peter's wrists when needed. The web shooters allow Spider-Man to project holographic information, but more importantly feature 576 different combinations of his synthetic webbing, which can be selected by voice command. Some examples are web grenades, taser web, splitter web, stun web, and ricochet web. The suit's mask has eye lenses that work like camera shutters, providing Peter with a greater depth of field and help to filter out extra stimuli and allow Peter to see in different spectrums, making him capable of X-ray vision. The suit also has a comm system to stay in touch with the other Avengers, enhanced durability, a parachute, a GPS tracking system that follows his spider drone and tracers, a reconnaissance mode, a combat mode, retractable web wings for gliding, and even heating technology. Then of course there's the Iron Spider armor, also known as Item 17A, which is presented to Peter Parker by Tony Stark in Spider-Man: Homecoming. Homecoming and worn by Peter in Avengers Infinity War. The suit features a neural reactive interface that responds to Spider-Man's input, suit materialization that allows the suit to be deployed from a small launch pod and assemble itself around Peter's body, 4 spider legs that allow Peter greater maneuverability, self-contained environmental protection which insulates Peter from harmful environments including space, remote control activation, durability beyond that of the tech suit, armored web shooters, and a parachute. The Exo-7 Falcon is the suit worn by Sam Wilson, or Falcon, in multiple MCU films. The suit is an experimental, military-designed winged harness created for the Air National Guard by Tony Stark. The suit features prominent retractable mechanical wings for flight and even melee combat. 3 miniaturized jet engines in the suit's backpack provide the thrust for flight. The wings are made of impact-resistant carbon fiber and are thus able to withstand ballistic impact. The primary control interface of the suit is via hand grips on the wings, and the grips work in tandem with a cybernetic link to a pair of goggles. Just in case its flight tech fails, the suit also has a built-in parachute. Using the wing's strong armoring, a remote control pad on the left gauntlet can be used to form different configurations of protective shields by positioning the wings differently. Lastly, the suit features magnification goggles that include a built-in heads-up display that allows Sam to see in different spectrums and of course, zoom in on even the tiniest of objects in the furthest of distances. The goggles also have a sensor system that tracks incoming enemies. The Ant-Man suit is the suit created by Hank Pym to protect users of Pym particles from bearing the negative side effects of the particles while harnessing their power. The suit of course features size manipulation that allows the user to reduce his scale and mass and shrink to the size of an ant, with the extra mass being pushed into a subatomic physical dimension for the duration of the time the user is reduced in size. While shrunk, the user's strength actually increases thanks to an increase in momentum, density, and compressing force. This increase in force also allows the user to jump vast distances and leap to great heights. The size manipulation is activated through the gloves. The gloves contain tubes with the size serum and a button on each hand, one for shrinking and one for returning to normal size or even larger. The suit's helmet is made of a thick reinforced metal and protects the chemical balance of the user's brain while shrinking. The helmet also features a radio-like comm system and is insulated against water, allowing the user to breathe underwater for extended periods of time. There's an EMP communication device in the helmet as well that allows the user to communicate with insects and give them orders. The suit also contains gauntlets on each forearm with a touchscreen monitor that displays Pym particle levels and vital signs and allows the user to control Pym particle usage. The suit's belt contains compartments for Pym particle discs and a regulator that controls the shrinking function further and can even shrink the user to subatomic levels and send them into the quantum realm. The Wasp suit is another Pym particle-based suit built by Hank Pym and his wife Janet Van Dyne, and the current version is used by their daughter Hope Van Dyne. This suit features an integrated neural reaction system, allowing the user to interact with the suit without pushing a button, unlike the Ant-Man suit. Of course, the Wasp suit has size manipulation, strength enhancement, and environmental protection / water insulation abilities akin to that of the Ant-Man suit. However, the Wasp suit's gauntlets, or stingers, allow the user to fire bolts that can blast holes through stone or incapacitate a person. The suit can also fire a grappling anchor, and the right stinger can launch Pym particle discs at targets. Lastly, the suit has 4 artificial, transparent fiber composite, compressible insect-like wings on its upper back, allowing the user to fly at speeds up to 125 miles per hour and enhancing the user's agility and maneuverability. The Yellow Jacket suit was the suit created by Ant-Man antagonist Darren Cross using his own version of Pym particles. The suit featured size manipulation, as the Pym suits do, which allowed Cross to shrink himself to ant size while enhancing his strength to superhuman levels. The suit's mechanized stingers coming out of its back could be used for melee combat and to gain leverage on enemies. The bottom pair of the stingers are actually energy-directed weapons which can fire blue laser beams that can burn through and kill targets. The suit also has flight capability, as the top 2 stingers have thrusters on the bottom of them that provide propulsion. I also want to include Doctor Strange's Cloak of Levitation on this list. The cloak might seem like it doesn't fit here, but to me it's a sentient exoskeleton. The cloak is a magical relic found in the New York Sanctum that seemed to choose Doctor Strange as its master. It can move and fly on its own through magical power, which allows its user to levitate or even fly through the air. The cloak is just like an armored suit in that it enhances its user's durability by blocking powerful attacks, and because it can also attack and ensnare enemies, it augments the wearer's offensive capabilities as well. The Black Panther suit, also known as the Panther Habit, is a suit used by the Black Panther. Though form-fitting, the suit's vibranium weave makeup distinguishes it as armor. The suit itself is nearly indestructible, and renders the user completely bulletproof, and for the most part, explosion-proof. The material is also lightweight, meaning that despite the exponential increase in durability, the user loses almost nothing in terms of movement. The suit's gloves have built-in vibranium-laced knuckles, while the toes have the same, both of which augment the user's strikes to a great degree. The suit also features a set of deadly vibranium claws on each of the glove's fingertips, which is the user's primary weapon in combat. Next, it should be said that Thor has worn a few different sets of armor throughout the MCU films. They feature mostly cosmetic changes though, and thus his skin is still his best armor, as with the other Asgardians that we see wear armor in the films. The War Machine Mark I armor is the armor Tony Stark provides to his buddy Colonel James Rhodes for use in Iron Man 2 against Obadiah Stone / Ironmonger. The Mark I was designed based on the Iron Man Mark II armor and provides similar enhancements to strength, speed, and durability, and of course provides repulsor flight capability. As with the Iron Man armor, the Mark I can use the repulsor tech to fire concussive energy blasts. The suit features an M134 minigun, a 6-barrel medium machine gun capable of firing 6,000 rounds per minute. The gun is attached to the back of the suit on an articulating robotic arm and has a 360-degree auto-targeting and auto-fire system. The suit also has 2 bullpup assault rifles attached to its forearms, a Sidewinder ex-wife self-guided miniature bunker buster missile mounted on the suit's left shoulder, an M24 shotgun, a high-tech semi-auto pistol, and a grenade launcher. The War Machine Mark II armor, seen in Iron Man 3 and Avengers Age of Ultron, also known temporarily as the Iron Patriot armor, improves upon the Mark I with a more streamlined construction for combat. It adds weapons-grade repulsors, enhanced thrusters, and a miniature Stark sonic cannon which can make frequencies that can cause ears to bleed. The suit was, however, vulnerable to extreme heating.
You're not gonna die for you.
The War Machine Mark III armor, seen in Civil War, is very much like the Mark II, taking away the V-track for the machine gun to slide on, but adding a Warhammer, an energy-emitting collapsible baton that can deliver a concussive force on impact. Also, given the Iron Man Mark 23 armor's heat resistance tech, it's possible the War Machine Mark III armor has some temperature resistance capabilities as well. The War Machine Mark IV armor, seen in Avengers Infinity War and to be seen in Endgame, gives its user the greatest durability yet. The increased durability was most likely inspired due to the low body paralysis James Rhodes suffered at the hands of Vision's misfire during the Clash of the Avengers. The suit, of course, also features a built-in walking aid that allows for Rhodes to walk. Additionally, the armor's backpack has repulsor wings for stabilized flight, a self-repair system, micro bombs, and micro missile mortars. Okay, that's the video. As always, let me know which ones I missed in the comments. For now, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to show me some love by hitting that subscribe button and notification bell. I'll catch you next time. Generation Films, peace.